are you? Dr. Ben Atkins here, and it is great to see you all. If you can hear my voice and you can see the slide, please let me know in the box. Very, very good. Good. I am dealing with some interesting internet here, so I'm coming at you on my phone, and we're running a slide right now. If you're having trouble with the sound, because a lot of people are coming in decent, log out and log back in, okay? And like I said, I'm having to dial in with a phone tonight. Not my favorite thing to do, obviously, but because of the hotel's internet, I wanted to pull some strain off of what was coming through the actual call. So tonight, if this is your first time on the call, please say this is my first time. If you have been here for a while, it's good to see you again. Tonight I'm coming to you from Orlando, Florida, which is not my usual location. Usually I'm about 2 hours south of St. Louis, but I'm actually here for a video marketing event. Omar Martin, a good friend of mine, is putting on an event, and it's all about video marketing. So tonight, in honor of that, I thought we would talk a little bit about one of the most important videos that you can put into place in an offline business and kill it. And we're going to be talking about the specifics of doing this. Now, I've touched on this before. I've talked about this, but the problem is offline marketers, local business owners, they don't seem to actually understand the real power behind this and how this one kind of video can add thousands upon thousands of dollars of value and cash to an offline business. And it really doesn't matter what that offline business is. It doesn't matter if it's an online business. If you understand the correct way to do this, it's huge. So what kind of video do you think I'm talking about, guys? What kind of video do you think I'm talking about that can add a ton of value to an offline business? And I know a lot of you, we're all smart people. You've probably already guessed what I'm talking about. What is that one kind of video that can absolutely take a business from zero to being perceived as a well-established, high-quality business? And the answer is a video testimonial. How many of you guessed video testimonial? Just say yes in the questions box if you guessed video testimonial, if that was what you were thinking that I was actually talking about. Yeah, we had some people that nailed it. So awesome, awesome. Now, here's the thing. How many of you want to be on this call for a really long time tonight? Yeah, just say yes if you want to be on the call for a really long time tonight. How many of you want me to knock this out and show you exactly how to do this in about 20 minutes? 20 minutes, knock this out, and we're done. Okay, it may not even take me 20 minutes as long as we throw in the questions. But that way, you guys are going to get a ton of value, and then you can get off the call, and you can go either put it into action or you can go to sleep. Sound good? All right, let's do this real quick. So here's what we got. Testimonials. How many of you have ever talked to a business about doing testimonials? Yeah, what do you got? What do you got? Yeah, we have. Now, what kind of businesses are good? What do we need to identify about a business to understand that they need to do testimonials? Of course, all businesses need testimonials, but what kind of businesses actually benefit best from testimonials? I mean, the very best, not just somewhat. They all benefit from them, but what businesses really benefit? These are the businesses that you would say, once they get them to walk through the front door, they keep them as a customer for life. How many of you have a client right now that if they can just get a customer through the front door and into their office or into their business one time, they've got a customer for life? How many of you have that customer right now? They're really good at what they do. The struggle is to get people to come through the door. Yeah. If you do not have a client like that right now, I guarantee you know of 2 or 3 or maybe 5 businesses that you frequent that are exactly like that. How many of you know of several businesses that are just like that? Yeah, we all do. We all do. We all have these businesses that we just think are amazing, and we want to do everything we possibly get to do, everything we possibly can to help build these businesses up. Tonight I'm going to hand you a very powerful tool to do that. Now let me ask you something. We were talking video testimonials for local businesses. Do you think it costs a lot of money to do these videos? What do you guys think? Do you think it costs a lot of money to do these testimonials? No. Would a webcam work? Would a phone camera with a decent mic work? Yes, it absolutely would. we absolutely want these to look low quality, right? Like most of the time we want these things to look pretty low quality. And why is that? Why do we want these things to look pretty low quality? But, good sound. You got to have good sound, but pretty low quality. It looks more real. It looks more authentic. It's something that is, people can say, you know what? It would have cost them a lot of money to put that on. It's something that seems real. It seems real. People do distrust slick videos, especially when we're in a setting. How many of you, let me actually just put some color to this. How many of you have ever watched a commercial where someone was giving a testimonial, but it was so well put together that you thought they were an actor? Or it looks so slick that you're like, God, what did they pay for this? Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. We want real people, shoddy-ass video, but good sounds, okay? You can have really crappy sound, but it be a very, very, good video, and it not be a good video, right? You can have great video, crappy sound, and it's awful. You can have somewhat crappy video and decent sound, and the video's good, right? You guys ever understand that sound is really what drives quality in our minds? I've seen some amazing videos that were shot on an iPhone, but they had great sound, and you didn't really realize it. It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. So tonight what I want to go over is, how many of you think it's hard to get a business to shoot a testimonial? And just give me a yes or no. How many of you think it's hard to get a business to go and shoot a testimonial? To get one of their customers to come in and shoot a testimonial? Who thinks it's tough? It is tough, okay? It is very tough. Why? Because they're not thinking about testimonials. They're thinking about their business, getting new customers in, and they're not thinking about getting old customers in to do testimonials. If they were, they would have already done it, because if you just go through the process, it isn't that hard. It's a little bit easy, as a matter of fact. So what I really want to bring out tonight is the hard part is getting your clients to comply and to get people through the door to actually do these. Now, these are already customers that love them, and your clients will be able, like when you ask them about this, they'll be able to say, well, yeah, I have a ton of customers that we do this. I got 3 that come to mind already, or 4 that come to mind already. But the thing is, getting them back in to actually cut this testimonial, and that can be the challenge. So what we want to do is we want to give them a blueprint. We want to say, listen, I want to build this website out for you, and it's going to cost you this, but the real kicker is we want to get these testimonials, and I will actually help you do this and tell you how to do it. And this will add a ton of value to your Facebook page, your Google listing, with your website. When people land, they're going to have social proof in front of them. Understand that this kind of video adds value to just about everything that we do. Can you guys understand that? This kind of video adds value to everything you're already doing. So it takes any service that you have, and it multiplies the value of it. And the thing is, if you have the kind of client that when they get a customer through the door, that it adds a ton of value, because that customer is going to stay forever, those testimonials are huge because they bring in the kind of people that you want, number one. But number two, if you can just get them through the door, and that's the convincing thing a lot of times. Have you guys ever landed on just be honest with me. Have you ever landed on a website that had testimonials on the page for an offline business? Let me ask you something. If you land on that page and it has testimonials, and I don't care how you landed on that page, do you go anywhere else typically? A video testimonial. A person actually took the time to shoot a video for that business. Are you going to go back into Google probably and look for a different business? Rarely. Not if you see a testimonial, because someone took the time to actually say how great this business was. And what is the reason we go back into Google a lot of the time? When we land on a website and we take a look at it, what is the reason that we go back into Google? We'll go back into Google and look at another business because we landed on that website and something didn't feel right. Something that we didn't get enough information, or we didn't trust the information that was on the page, something. The cool part about the testimonial is if you structure it correctly, a testimonial can be all the selling that your website needs to do. Okay? all the selling your website needs to do. So let me ask you this question, and I'm going to knock this out in 20 minutes. It's going to be amazing. Guys, who wants to know how to do a good testimonial? Who wants to know how to train your clients how to do the testimonials themselves? Who wants to know that? Something you guys would be interested in? Good, good. So here's the process, okay? Here's the process. Number one, you have to give them a great way to actually get a hold of their clients and get them in. And this is what you're going to do. This is how you're going to structure it. You have to tell them how to do this, though. You're going to say, we are going to do a testimonial day. Why do we do a testimonial day and not just schedule these clients in random ass times? Why do we do it in one day? What's the power behind that? They can chunk it together, exactly, and they can set up the video camera, they can set up the room, they can shoot everything they need and be done in one day, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to tell them we want to structure these testimonials where we are shooting them 15 minutes apart. Someone comes in, they sit down, they answer 4 questions, which I'm going to give you in just a second, and you tape it, and then they get up and they're done. So we're going to have them call these people on the phone. So you're going to tell them, listen, I want you to pick up the phone. I want you to call this person and say, hey, listen, we've got a marketing campaign. You've been a loyal customer. Would you mind coming in and giving us a testimonial? Great. What day would be good for you? And then you set that down. Give me just a sec, guys. I got to answer my door. Everybody say hello to Brad Spencer, who just walked into the room. You guys know Brad? He is one of my favorite people. lots of hey Brad's coming through. Very good. Very good. Oh yeah, I forgot. Can't do moose ears. Brad's literally putting moose ears on me, and he doesn't realize I'm not on camera. So I was literally wondering what the hell he was doing for about 2-3 minutes. So guys, the key here is you're going to call up the client. You're going to call up the client. You know, you're going to have them, or you're going to call them, or the business is going to call them up. And what's going to happen is they're going to tell that customer, hey, we appreciate you being such a great customer, but we want you to actually come in, if you don't mind, and shoot the testimonial. The first day that first person that agrees gives you is the day that you're shooting the testimonials. So then you call the others and you say, hey, we're doing it on this day. Can you possibly come in this day? If they can't, then you can schedule another day, but then you try to build around those 2 days. That's how you get the testimonials. Happy customers, and you tell your client, you call them, you book them on this day, or you book an alternate day, and that's going to be our testimonial days. How long do you think this takes to get 5 or 6 testimonials? We're talking 2 hours, tops. Set up the room, 2 hours, we're in, we're out, they're done. So we set these things up. Now, when the client comes in, of course, we're going to bring them in, we're going to set them in the room. Now, I'm telling you guys this, but you're actually going to train your offline clients to do this for you. So you just take the video and you do the upload to the web, you do all that stuff, but you're going to train your client to actually get this for you. Why do you want the client? Why would you want the client to actually conduct the testimonial interview? Why is that? Why would you want the client to actually conduct a testimonial interview, or someone in the office to conduct it? Because you're going to get a different response if they know the person is a part of the business. Do you think it's going to be a better testimonial if it's someone that is a part of the business? Yeah, you will. You will. And Tatiana says, how do you get them to come in? You ask, Tatiana. That's all the business has to do. They have a good relationship already. They have a good relationship with this person already because this person likes their business. The business isn't going to call up someone they don't have a good relationship with. So that's the key. Now, when they come in, they're going to shake their hand. They're going to take them back to the room where they're shooting the testimonials. They're going to turn on the camera, and the business owner is going to sit on the opposite side of the camera, and they're going to ask these 4 questions. Who's ready for the 4 questions? These are super simple, but these are extremely powerful. So here are the 4 questions. If you have these questions, then you know how to do a testimonial, okay? You know how to do a testimonial. It would not take a while to get people to come in if people are busy. Another way you can make sure they come in soon and do this soon is you ask them, you tell them, hey, we're going to use this on our website. We need to get this out in by this date. Could you come in before then? Set it up for 2 weeks away. You don't have to set it up a week away, but set it for 2 weeks away and give people time. People are fine if you give them 2 weeks. They can play around your schedule. Now, here's the key. These are the questions. Number one, how did you learn about our business? So how did you learn about our business? No, we're not going to incentivize this. We're going to just ask them to come in. So how did you learn about our business? So where is it that, where did you hear about us? How did you hear about us? So that's going to be the first question, and then they're going to answer it. Well, I heard about you on the radio as I was driving to work one day, and, I've been having some neck pain. If it's a chiropractor, just giving you ours from the chiro office. So, and that's not supposed to be a what. Let's actually fix that so it's fixed. How about a why? How about a why did you decide to come in? Thanks, Ian. So why did you decide to come in? Okay, why did you decide? Well, this was going on, and I knew you guys, I heard you guys were good at it, so I decided that, my friend said that you guys were great, so I thought I would come in. The next thing is the magic question. What was your experience with us? What was your experience with us? This is where they get to say how awesome you are. This is the selling point for anybody that's watching this video. What did we do that was so awesome is basically what you're saying. And then the next thing is really what seals the deal based on that last question. Would you recommend us? If so, why? If so, why? Now, is that hard? Did you train an offline business owner those 4 questions? Could you give them a piece of paper, teach them how to turn on the camera, and get those testimonials? Yeah. Let me ask you guys something. Do you think that's worth thousands and thousands of dollars every year to have that kind of marketing material that you can use on the radio, that you can use, on a website, on a Facebook page? Good. Now, the last thing is basically this. We have a simple release form, and you guys, this is not hard. All the release form basically says is, I authorize the name of the business. I authorize the name of the business to use this testimonial on any marketing material that they see fit. And then have them sign their name and date it, and then have a witness signature and a date too. That's it. That's all she wrote. That's all there is to it. Now, how does this add thousands of dollars every year? How does this add thousands of dollars every year? How is it that this happens? How does this work? What is the number one problem with social media for most businesses? What is the number one problem with social media for most businesses? Content. Content, exactly, David. You nailed it. So content is the number one issue for most small businesses. Okay? Do these 4 questions in a video give you content that you can use every so often in between promotions? Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Have you guys noticed that every so often, at least every couple of days on my Facebook page, what do I post on my Facebook page? On my personal Facebook page, what do I post? If you follow me, you realize that I will screenshot a testimonial on Facebook that someone gave me, and I will post it up on my Facebook page. Pretty simple, right? Is that powerful? Is that a powerful technique as an online marketer for me to do that? Yeah, of course it is. Of course it is. It works the same way with offline businesses. It works if you put it on a website. It works if you put it on a Facebook page. It works if you use it on Twitter. These things work well. Now, where do you house the video, you might say? Literally, we upload these things to YouTube. We put an interesting little keyword on there with testimonial, and then we put a phone number inside the title. That's all we do. YouTube is an absolute must. Absolutely. All right, guys, so I'm pretty much through with everything I wanted to teach you tonight. It's not one of those things that I think you're like, oh, I never thought of that before. This is one of those things that you're probably not doing. I would say 90% of you are not helping your businesses do this. And let me ask you something. When you help a business do this may not even be something you charge for, but does it increase your value? Does it increase your value as an offline marketer? Does this take you much time? No, it doesn't. They do most of the work. They'll do most of the work. You just have to insist on how important it is for their online presence. Do you understand that they will make this happen if you insist on how important this is? Yeah. Yeah. Now, one more thing. How many of you at the beginning of the call, told me that you had at least five businesses that you love enough that you think, hey, I walk in there one time, I'm a fan for life? Who thinks that? Who told me that? This is the final point tonight. Okay, y'all did. I mean, several of you did. There's a few sitting back in the back that didn't. But most of you did, right? And if not, you didn't answer before, you can tell me five businesses that you're in love with in your local area or at least somewhere on the planet that you need to go to. How many of you would like for them to be clients? How many of you would like for them to be clients? Offline clients. I need to hear it. Type in the chat. We got way too many people in here to not hear it. I know we're taking notes. Okay? Here's how you do it. I want you to sit down right now. As soon as we get off this call, I want you to take, I'm letting you off early tonight, but it's because you have homework. Okay? I know homework sucks, right? Tonight's homework is this. I want you to write down the five businesses that you absolutely love. And as soon as you get off this call for the next 40 minutes where you would be talking to me, I want you to sit down and I want you to answer these four questions. I want you to cut 5 videos, one for each business that you want to work with, that you love. Make it real. Don't make shit up. And I want you to talk about, I want you to get on camera and I want you to say, the reason that I love, or the way that I learned about this business was this. I decided to come into your business because of this. I had a wonderful experience with this business. It was great. The atmosphere was wonderful. The people were great, blah, blah, blah. And if I had to recommend this business, I would recommend this business because they have the best bread in town, or they have the best sausage and cheese pizza in town, or he's the most gentle dentist I have ever been to in my life. What did we just do? You just created a testimonial off of these questions where you weren't asking yourself. You were actually just cutting a straight testimonial for the business. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to go email this to the business, and you're going to Facebook this, tag them in a post, whatever you need to do. There's one little caveat here, and this is what I want you to think about. At the beginning of the video, you're going to say this. Hi, my name is Dr. Ben Atkins from 33 Productions, and I just wanted to take a quick moment to talk about one of my favorite businesses and tell you why. So this is what we did. You just identified yourself. You just identified yourself as a marketer. And, what I would do is if you're a business like me and you're 33 Productions, you say, and what we do, and in my business we do this. We help businesses with web marketing. I'm Dr. Ben Atkins from 33 Productions, and we help local businesses with web marketing, but that's not what this video is about. Today I want to talk about one of my favorite businesses in town, and this is why. And then you go into the questions. Do you see that you can give a testimonial to a business that you like and also get on their radar? Does that make sense? So tonight, what I want you to do is for the rest of the time that we would be hanging out, I want you to go cut 5 testimonials, and I want you to send these out by email or however you can get it to them, and just say, listen, I really love your business, and I always like to make sure that I give something of value to businesses that I love, so I cut this testimonial. It's a video. You can use it on your website. You can use it on your Facebook, whatever, but I just wanted to say thank you for being so awesome. How powerful is that? Even if you put your business card on there and they think, oh, they're just trying to sell me something, did you still hand them something of value? Yeah, you did. You did. So, guys, hopefully tonight was valuable. It was short. It was sweet. If you missed any of it, I'm going to upload the replay so you can watch it in the morning or, later in the day, wherever time it might be where you're at. But the key is testimonials not only can help your client get business, a good testimonial can also help you get clients. So, testimonials, literally, guys, they're one of the most powerful videos that you can use in your offline business. Any questions before I get off here tonight? Anybody got any questions for me? Good stuff. Good stuff. I'm going to wait about another minute just to see if everybody's good. Good stuff. All right, guys, seriously, I know some of you are thinking it's a pain in the ass. I'm not actually going to go cut these testimonial videos, but I promise you if you do, listen, and please listen to this. If you all go cut these 5 videos and actually submit these to businesses, I guarantee you we're going to come back next week and somebody's going to tell me they got clients from this. But the key is are you going to do it? That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. All right, guys, Dr. Ben Atkins here. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. I am going to give you a little bit of time to do this and get it done. So thank you so much for being here. I am coming at you once again from Orlando, Florida. I'll be back home next week. So have a wonderful weekend, and I will talk to you guys really soon. And I will be posting this replay up in the Facebook group in the files section. All right, guys, have a great night. Thank you for spending the last 30 minutes with me. I really, really appreciate it. All right, talk soon.